What's happening, everybody? Trivia Rogues podcast. Billy, Don, Jeff. No Rachel today.
Nope.
Rachel is not feeling... Yeah.
I was wondering why my left arm was able to move so much freer.
Yes, Rachel is not feeling well, so she'll be sitting out the next couple of weeks, or one day in our world.
Yes, we record 2 shows in one weekend.
So we hope that she gets better.
Then we have a weekend to drown in research in between. Or put it off until like the day before, like we usually do.
Like we definitely did this one.
I'll be kicking my feet up next weekend, and then next Friday I'm going to be like pulling my hair out.
That's right. So let's go first into some business we got to do. So the Stump the Rogues.
Easy for you to say.
Thank you. So we have the Stump the Rogues submissions.
Is this the robot filling in for Billy today?
Me.
With a glitch?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. My whole life is a glitch. Let's just say this. For the Stump the Rogues submissions t-shirt giveaway, we are going to be calling that on the 31st of December. So you have till the end of the year.
Of the December.
The December, not a December.
So get them in.
So, yeah. So anyone who submits a Stump the Rogues by the end of the year will be put in for the drawing for the free t-shirt. All it is you send in one submission, you're in the drawing. It makes a pop like that, too.
Yeah, just...
Yep. We also are going to be starting a new contest.
Oh.
Or...
Not really a contest.
A free giveaway.
A bribe.
A bribe, sure. This one is to...
Ish.
Try to attempt to get more reviews. So if you leave a review on whatever means that you have, preferably Apple, but really anywhere. I mean, if it happens to be Facebook, then that's fine. But when our show gets out to people and is based on ratings and everything else, it's where you get your podcast.
Yeah.
So on your wherever you listen to podcasts, if you're able to leave a review on that, please do so. If you have no other means of doing so, Facebook will be fine. Mm-hmm. But if you can just take a screenshot or something and then email it to us, that's good. That's good enough for a submission.
What's that email address?
TriviaRogues@gmail.com.
I always forget that.
You really do, though.
I usually put Trivia Rogues.
Rouges? Yeah. Nice.
So,
should we retroactively put everybody that's already done one, to be fair, into that mix?
I agree. I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll give out a couple. I don't know. We'll see.
Unless you're a 2-star person.
Depends on how many we get.
Yeah.
We might give out a couple more.
Yeah, but if the 2-star person, if you're still listening, you're not in it.
Oh, yeah. No. 2-star? No. Nah.
Wow, you guys are awful.
Well, bribes only work if you get what you want. So, yeah, we want 5 stars.
Yeah, if you're just going to rail us, then no, you're not in it. All right, so
but they might have good constructive criticism. We might grow from it.
If you have
constructive criticism, email that.
Yeah, let's say if you're a
don't put it where everyone can see it.
If you're a 1, 2, or possibly even a 3-star, just email us. Say, hey, you guys suck. Just do this better.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're probably going to get more of those submissions than you are.
Please don't do that.
We'll likely still ignore you, but you can go ahead and send.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Billy will lose sleep for a couple days. That'd be worth it.
I do get stressed out.
I may have to send one.
We actually do kind of listen to those.
Kind of? We look at all the reviews.
Well, no, I mean like the constructive criticism. Like we actually kind of try to. Sometimes it depends.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the banter. We're trying to minimize
but
it.
I feel like a lot of people like the banter.
A lot of people do like banter.
This is more banter.
It's crazy.
For the people who do like the banter, you're getting more now. However, for the people that don't like it, you're getting a lot. It's getting a lot worse right now.
Right now,
yeah. This is.
But this is all
destroying
show business.
your ears.
It's all show business.
Really?
So, all right, and
it's more of a hearing business.
Sure. By the way, and the last thing we want to bring up is our patrons.
Oh.
We do have some new ones that we have not shouted out. We want to make sure that we bring up Amy, Sarah, Gina, and Aaron. Thank you so much all for you signing up. If you want to be like them, you can go over to patreon.com/triviarogues and support us there. We greatly appreciate it. Everything goes to forwarding the show, making it better, trying to make our lives a little easier. So there's that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it, right? Unless you guys have anything else. Oh, wait, Jeff.
I do have something
you want
else
for us.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about the World Series.
Yes.
Being as
it's kind of a big deal.
The baseball
it is a
thing.
big deal.
to some of us more than others, obviously. So I assume that everybody knows that the Washington Nationals have won the World Series. Is that
I
correct?
found that out on Thursday.
Just this last Thursday?
That's right.
You were a couple days late,
I
considering
am.
we were watching Game 7, I believe, live.
Were we? No.
No, we weren't.
No,
That
we
was
were
Game
not.
That was
6.
Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Wednesday. We were
So you were a
watching
day.
Game 6.
You were the next day.
Yeah,
That's
not too bad.
acceptable, I guess.
So, a little bit of trivia that I'm going to throw out there. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of the details, but this is the first championship in the Washington Nationals franchise history.
A first-time appearance.
Yep.
Wait, a winner appearance.
Winner.
First win. Well, first appearance
It was both. It was both their first appearance and their obviously.
in the World Series. Now,
That's awesome.
No.
the Washington Nationals per se have only been in existence since 2005.
I see.
Their franchise has been around since 1969. Do you guys know where the franchise started before it relocated to Washington?
I'm gonna say Birmingham.
You are a little south.
Yeah.
Man, I actually don't know this. Was it just Seattle?
Think north of the border.
Winnipeg,
Well, you're in the right country.
Quebec.
Ottawa?
Montreal. They were the Montreal Expos.
I couldn't think of what team was. The Expos. Damn.
Yeah, back in the team that launched Vladimir Guerrero, Randy Johnson. They had some notable people through the years. They came to existence in '69.
Randy Johnson ended up on the Astros, though, right?
Where did he end up? I believe with
Or
the
the-
Arizona Diamondbacks.
the
But he
Diamondbacks.
made most of his money in Seattle with the Mariners.
Okay.
So anyway, they were in existence to '69. The team had a lot of troubles because they weren't drawing. They relocated to Washington. So this is not the first Washington championship. But the last one was the Washington Senators, who were the original franchise back in 1924.
Ooh, wow.
It's been a long time since Washington has had something to celebrate on the baseball end.
Oh, yeah.
And probably the biggest notable thing about this is that this is the first time in American sports history that a road team has won 4 games in a series, in a 7-game series, which they kept saying, but the thing that got everybody to talk about is not one game was won by a home team.
Right.
Which
So-
is
which
pretty
is
significant
crazy.
because three of the only one of the big four have a series.
Right.
Football is obviously one and done, and then you have hockey, baseball, and basketball, which are all series.
Right.
Yeah.
And is it
no-
all? Are they all 7 games?
No.
No.
No,
Basketball.
I believe hockey is 5 games in the
Okay.
first series, aren't they? Don, our hockey expert.
Obviously
I
not
think
enough of a
there's
hockey
7.
expert.
The majority of the series are 7 games.
Yeah.
So never before has a 7-game series gone to every
Because
every road win.
that's gonna be rare.
Where's Rachel
Period.
when you need her?
So, I mean, if you think about it, for the people who don't know sports that well, being at your own stadium is a massive advantage. You know the nuances. You know where all the little anthills are at, so you don't trip over them.
Now in hockey, in the last,
Nothing.
for a while, it has seemed less so. There seems to be more parity on the road. Baseball is definitely generally a home team. Almost every team has a better record at home because they can tailor towards the parks, which are all slightly different. In basketball, just because of the crowd, it seems like there's a huge
Right.
advantage behind that too.
Yeah,
So-
like the crowd is louder when the other team has the ball or something like that. Like,
Yeah, I forgot to check the
Nothing.
ages. They were also the Washington Nationals were the oldest team average age in the American League or in the Major League this year, despite the fact that they've got 2 kids in the outfield. who are
oldest
22.
oldest by team age.
By team age.
Like their outfielder is 32 and that kind of thing.
The 2 of their stars in the outfield are 21 and 22, and I believe their shortstop is only 23 or 24. So despite that, they still had the oldest average age. MVP of the series was a guy by the name of Steven Strasburg. He was a pitcher.
Pitcher, yeah.
He was their first-round pick a number of years ago. He has never quite lived up to the hype, mostly because of injuries. But in the postseason this year, he was 5-0, and that's all through the playoffs. He was
And
absolutely
That's
dominant.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
And he came back he pitched Game 6 because obviously with every road team winning, Houston had the first 2 games. Washington won those 2, and it looked like wow. They're going back to Washington. They're going to wrap this up. The city of Washington, D.C. was just absolutely nuts. Then they lose 3 in a row. And they're going back to Houston. Houston was by far the best team this year, had the most wins in the major leagues. Everybody figured it was just a fait accompli. And Strasburg came out and just absolutely shut them down in Game 6, which set up the pivotal Game 7. The other amazing thing, Game 7 started off, Houston took off to a 2-0 lead. Their pitcher, Zach Greinke, had a 1-hitter through 6 innings. He was absolutely looking fantastic and dominant. Came out in the 7th, gave up a home run, walked a guy. They pulled him out. Washington brought a guy up to bat who hooked a ball that hit the foul pole, or fair pole in this case, for a 2-run home run.
Yeah.
They took the lead and then added on to it. That was the 5th time that Washington had faced elimination.
Down.
They were down. They were losing every single game that they faced elimination and came back and won every single one. So it was a pretty exciting series. Just the fact that it's 7 games. I mean, 7 games are
always got to be 7 games.
And it was a
great.
good 7th game. It wasn't a total blowout. I mean, they pulled away towards the last at the last innings, but it was quite exciting and a great pitcher's duel. I mean, the star pitcher for the Nationals, not Strasburg, but Max Scherzer, who has been Cy Young last couple years or a couple times in the last so many years.
Man, he
actually had a back
Cy Young.
spasm.
He did. He became Cy Young. Yeah.
Yeah, he had back spasms and had to miss his start. They were able to give him a shot that loosened up his back enough to allow him to pitch, and he did reasonably well. He's a hell of a competitor and kept them close and enough for them to then take the lead and shut the Astros down and win their first franchise championship.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, it says Stanley Cup playoffs are best of 7 as well.
Sorry.
all games?
It said four series of best of 7. They do it differently, though. They do like 2 home, 2 away, 1-1-1. So
I like that
They move
format
around
better.
more. Yeah.
All right, good deal. Some good information. I guess without further ado, let's go and jump into the topics then, huh?
I guess so. Let's do it.
Yeah. Jeff?
I have no further ado.
I have no ado to do further. All right, so I'm going to start things off with a quiz that I made. The quiz is called Anyone But Themselves. This is about actors who do not go by their actual name. So they're such good actors, they're living always a constant role that's not themselves.
Right.
So, right?
Cary Grant.
You might be on this list. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the roles they played, and you got to tell me who it is. All right? Preferably let me wait till the very end. There's going to be 4 of each. So, Netta Lee Herschlag has played Nina Sayers, Evie Hammond. Anything yet?
Yeah.
I'm holding till the end like you asked.
Oh, Jane Foster. I think that's where Rachel would have gotten it. And last, Padme Amidala.
I know who it is. I can't think of her. Oh, Natalie Portman.
That's correct. Natalie Portman, real name is Netta Lee Herschlag.
It's a good Israeli name.
All right.
Natalie Portman's a little easier to remember.
That's true.
That was a good move.
All right. Next one up. Margaret Mary Emily Ann Heyer.
How many names does she have?
Sounds like 5. Margaret Mary. She's got to be a good Catholic girl.
Margaret Mary Emily Ann Hyra was.
How do you spell the last name?
Hyra.
That doesn't fit with the other 4 names.
No.
All right. Kathleen Kelly. I wonder if I should give you the movies too, but that'd be too easy, I think. Maybe too easy.
Give us the movies later. Let's see if we can get
If we need them. Because I'm horrible with character names.
Kathleen Kelly. Sally Albright. Anastasia. So these are voice roles, FYI. Oh, and it is possible that there might be a TV show sprinkled in throughout this quiz.
Gotcha.
And then Annie Reed.
What was Annie Reed in, Jeff?
All right, so Kathleen Kelly was the character in You've Got Mail.
Oh, what's her name?
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan.
That's
yeah.
right.
I remember.
Meg, I destroyed my face, Ryan.
I remember hearing that she had like. I think we talked about it before. How she had like a ton of names.
Yeah, Margaret Mary Emily Ann Hyra. And for the next one, I only have 3 because
Is that legal? Like, what is that? 3 middle names?
Oh yeah, that's
As many names as you want.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Don has an idea for his future
I do.
kids.
No, for me.
You gonna
Change
your
my name. Yeah.